what's up, Replay Crew? Wouldn't you know it? The FDA is back in court. They went to the Supreme Court, and then they got sent, for one thing, back down to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, where a few judges in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals have been, I can't think of a better way to say it, roasting FDA. Roasting FDA. Don't worry. We talk about it all in the news and advocacy. There's going to be timestamps down below for anywhere you want to go into the vlog. But this was, I say it all the time, but this was a damn hell-ass fun vlog. I had a great mail. What's that? You'll have to wait and find out. I had a great liquid tasting. What's that? You're going to have to wait and find out. But here we are. Thank you, Replay Crew. I really very appreciate you very much. Let's get to it. The vlog's already started. Let's go. This might be a little bit loud. I apologize.
Because Nick told me to.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, hey.
Clucking the chowds.
Oh! I don't know why I said "oh" at the very beginning there, like it was some accomplishment to only have one of the cluck and the chowds happen. All right. Well, hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome and hello. Hell yeah, it's Thursday. You know damn well what day it is. I appreciate you guys being here. Happy Thursday. Happy vlog day. Brian's Tech is here. I saw Silk Pump already gifting subs like a boss. The just sweetest sugar Trey is here. Appreciate you, man. Corporate Jason's here. Dee Dee, Daniel B, Enoch, Steve O. What up, Probably Trevor? What up, Ben Moose? What up, Voorhees? What up, Steve the Vape Denny? I love that. Steve the Vape Denny is here. I've died of dysentery. Is here. Damn it. What up, Hotspot Josh? What up, Miss Bagpipes? What's up, TLF422? Welcome. Happy to see you here. What's up, Tokugawa? Happy to see Dell. Mother Truckin' Dell. Mother Truckin' Hardcore Happy. Let's go, bro. Happy to see you here. Hope things are better for you these days. Andy Tom, appreciate you. Welcome, OG Hatman. Welcome. Hey, Georgia boy. I love you. Appreciate you, Georgia boy. What up, Red Anxiety? What up, Leo? What up, Jeremy V? The one and only Jeremy V. Yeah, I feel a little refreshed. I feel a little weird tonight. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. Tonight was supposed to be, so here, let me give you a real quick rundown as far as what's going on, what's coming up tonight. Hi, we got a beer. We got what I've been vaping. We got some crackles. We got some Nick Guy the Science Man. The coolest thing I've seen all week is here tonight. Yeah. Retro vaping, of course. News, yes. Birthdays, mail, liquid bans, all the things. Tonight was supposed to be one of those, like I talked about before, where we were going to do vlogs that were more like a fun vlog, a little bit less heavy on the news. And I was kind of hoping that there wouldn't be any big news or anything happening this week, so we could have a chill vlog. That's what tonight was supposed to be. Oops, all no news was what tonight was supposed to be. But something happened, so I feel compelled and obligated to talk about it, but we're going to keep it tight. FDA is getting yelled at again by the courts, and it's just something you love to see. It's complicated. There's a lot of lawyer talk and legalese in there that I definitely don't quite understand, but I'm going to do my best to talk about it tonight because this is another thing. Like some other things that have happened, this is a thing that could kind of possibly change the PMTA pathway. Anyway, we will get there when we get there. What's up, everybody? Hi, welcome. Happy to have you here. Let's talk about opening announcements. I do have some opening announcements. I'm going to say always that due process is critically important, wildly important. And as far as my mood tonight, look, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit weird. I feel like I'm out of practice for some reason, even though I left on a Friday and came back on a Monday. It feels like I've missed work or like I've missed a week. I feel off. I feel very slightly off. Like I'm not riding the bicycle, but I'm running behind the bicycle trying to catch the bicycle. If that makes any sense whatsoever. But I did. I spent a weekend up in Tahoe. It was great. I went to my buddy from literally elementary school. He was turning 50. And so I thought, well, I'm not missing this. And I convinced my brother, and we went up there to Tahoe, hung out with all of our old high school friends for a weekend, and it was spectacular. I was being back home, back in Tahoe, back in, actual paradise. The 5-minute hold screen was one of my childhood beaches, Round Hill Pines. One of my buddies from high school still works there, and I'm wildly jealous that he gets to spend every day at Round Hill Pines Beach. Oh, what up, Dirtle? Dirtle. Hell yeah. So, kind of felt good. Get away for a weekend. Kind of took me way out of this. I can't express to you how unplugged I was all weekend, with the exception of a few story posts. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't looking at Twitter. I wasn't worrying about monetization. I wasn't worrying about Stripe. I wasn't worrying about, losing the merch store. I wasn't worried about the things that I was worried about. They were just completely out of my brain, and I can't explain it. I was just sitting up in Tahoe feeling like a regular human again, feeling like a regular ass human again, and it was spectacular. Rush, OG Hatman, you're asking about Rush. Here's the thing. Rush was great. Great. Unbelievable. Kind of, and I'm not a humongous Rush fan. I'm familiar with Rush. I know their status. I know Neil Peart. I know Geddy Lee. He's a hell of a bass player. As a bass player, you kind of go, Geddy Lee. He's one of the great bass players, So I've listened to plenty of Rush, but I had not heard Rush like I heard Rush on Tuesday night. Just immaculate, just perfect. Every song, perfect. Their new drummer, she is a beast and played everything so flawlessly. And they were so loud and so tight and precise, like they had been practicing for 50 years, which they kind of have been 50 years. Yeah, you used to go to Round Hill every summer. Round Hill Pines was my childhood beach. I lived in Round Hill. And every Saturday it was like, well, this is when my parents were married. But every Saturday it was like, we're going to the beach. That's just what we did on a Saturday. You wake up in the morning, you pack up the stuff, you get in the car, you go to the beach. And when you get to the beach, the other like Tahoe families are there. The Cooks are there and the Wellses are there and all your friends are there and the other families are there. And it was like every Saturday was like our thing, That's cool that you went to Round Hill, that you went to Round Hill Pines. That's cool. It's weird to think sometimes that at any given moment, you might have been a few miles away from probably Trevor at one point in your life. You just didn't even know. You like passed right by each other. Metal Morrissey tells me he was up in Tahoe all the time. I'm like, I'm surprised we didn't meet. But then again, totally unsurprised that we didn't meet. Who is Rush? Just type it into a into a Google bar. Rush is just the Contortionist doing Rush songs. They're better than the Contortionist, I think, by a mile, by longer than a mile. Anyway, incredible show. Incredible show. Rush is one of those bands that I never thought I'd get to see, It's like Kiss. I'm just assuming I'll never get to see Kiss, and that's fine. I got to see AC/DC. I got to see Rush. I got to see Queen. I got to see some legendary rock, bands, but there's just so many. And Rush was one of those bands that I thought, I'm just never going to get to see Rush. Never, never say never. Never say never. See, I even talked about Rush up here. I'll even mark it off. Due process, still really important. I was considering doing a contest tonight, but I just don't think we're going to have enough time. And it's because I'm lollygagging, but I think we're not going to have enough time. I'll try to write that in for next week, but I have a great contest planned. Great contest planned. And I guess my last opening announcement is the movie Predator. How badass is Predator, right? Predator, dude. Predator rules. Don't say Rush Token. Don't. I wasn't even going to say anything about Sleep Token, but Sleep Token is terrible. Sleep Token, bad. Due process, good. Sleep Token, bad. Bad. And I guess the last thing, Congress extended the spying machine, FISA 702. If you want to type that into a Google bar someday, just see what FISA 702 is all about. It's terrible, it's kind of the worst, here we are. And things are just happening. Let's go. Let's opening announcements. What are you doing? You're running long already. Let's get to a damn ass beer ass. Here's what we got tonight. Chapman Crafted Cabin Season. This just looked so delightful. Look at that little cabin on there. Don't you want to just chill in that cabin with like your wife, maybe even two of your homies or something? Just having some shed in a cabin, light a fire, drink some beers, throw snowballs at each other, make out. How fun would that be? Chapman Crafted. It's a Baltic porter. I don't know what a Baltic porter is, but I think I've had a Baltic porter in the past. And I think the last time I had a Baltic porter, I also said, I don't know what a Baltic porter is. Maybe I'm just not, destined to ever know or understand what a Baltic porter is, but I sure am going to drink them, I sure am going to drink them. Damn right, Predator rules. How great's Predator? Big Mood Giraffe, it's your birthday tomorrow? Well, if you stick around, I might sing to you there. Big Mood Giraffe. Is giraffe with a G? Why does that look so weird? There's 3 F's in giraffe, right? And I think it starts with a J. Anyway, I got you, Big Mood Giraffe. Hey, happy birthday. Jeremy V says Baltic porters are the best. The best porters? The best. Well, I'm going to be pouring this out of my, into my Poon Sauce McNasty Sentimental Cup, The Death of Civilization in Slow Motion 5. This is one of my favorites of the bunch. He sent me it was 6 or 7 different cups, and they're all just sitting happily in storage, just waiting to be rotated in. They may never be. This is just going to be a huge giant head on that. As you can see, it's peeking out the top. I think the beer ends here somewhere because this kind of just feels like nothing. So while we're waiting for that to settle a little bit, I'm going to look into this beer and figure out what I'm drinking here. Chapman Crafted Cabin Season. Let's see if that brings us back anything. Yeah, okay. Baltic Porter. Now, if you can explain what a Baltic Porter to me is. Let's see. It's on Beer Advocate. Cabin Season. No score. No score. I could be the first to rate it. This person gave it a 4 out of 5, though. And there's no description. Maybe there's more information on Untapped. Maybe there's more information. It looks like your ad blocker is on. Yeah, I know, Untapped. You know why? Because the internet sucks. Baltic Porter, high ABV lager with notes of caramel, toffee, dried fruit, and dark chocolate. Rich, malty, and sweet. All of those things. All of those things. Rich, malty, and sweet. All right. Well, I think I'll be the judge of that. Let's see how rich, malty, and sweet you are. I'm going to have to drink through at least 5 to 6 inches, 4 or 5 inches of just heady foam. Cheers. Here's to you guys. I thought you got something delicious. I hope you get something delicious tonight. Yeah, I should start pouring it before the vlog. Well, that's a crazy tasting beer right there. It is wildly malty, and I get a little bit of chocolatey caramel from it, but it has a porter characteristic to it. It's very intense. Rich. This is rich. This person says dried fruits. Yeah, it's like dried fruit leaves or dry fruit stems or something. It's very earthy. It's very tree barky. It's insanely, it almost tastes like there's no carbonation to it. It's very thick. It's very thick in the mouth, as they say. What up, TJ Center? Happy birthday. This is delicious. This is incredible. It's insanely smooth. It tastes like it has some smokiness to it, which I don't usually love inside of a beverage. I like a smoky flavor, I like smoky cheddar. I'll go to Porter Subs, order a 5. You get that smoky ham, smoky cheddar on there. It's delicious. This is a little bit on the smoky side. It's kind of tasting like smoked maple chocolate or something. Yeah, compost beer. No, it's not like that. Earthy is a thing we used to use to describe coffee all the time. And my boss, who was teaching me the ways of the flavor profile and things to taste for, always tried to drill it into my head that it's earthy, not dirty. If dirty is bad, dirty, dusty is a bad flavor attribute, but earthy, if you think of mineral-rich potting soil, dark potting soil, that's the characteristic we're after, and not dusty, dirty floorboards type of flavor. This is earthy. This is earthy. No stems, no sticks. No, is that how it goes? I mean, I know there's not an official way that can go, Ern, but I think I've heard Sir Snoop Doggy Dogg say it differently than that, in a different order. Earthworm tea, kind of. What? I wish I knew what the difference between a Baltic porter and a regular porter is, but that might be a journey for another day. No, Baltic porter is a style of beer that originated in the Baltic region in the 19th century, influenced by imperial stouts exported from Britain. Phrasing, did you hear that? It is typically brewed with cool fermentation and has a high alcohol content, often exceeding 10 ABV. This is 8.2. That's 8.2. Cheers, Baltic Porter. I'm on board, Jeremy V. It's delicious. Do I have anything to pair this with? No. I don't even know what these are all summer flavors. Succulence is not going to pair with that. Maybe the huckleberry. I don't have any. Vanilla rum custard. Hang on. Vanilla rum custard. I'll tell you the story of all the vapes that I have set up when we get to the what I've been vaping. But let's just go for some vanilla rum custard right now. There's no other liquid or setup between here, kitchen guy, living room couch guy, anybody that I think would pair with this beer like the vanilla rum custard is going to. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. It's perfection. Perfection. The rummy, like the vanilla rummy component of this liquid complements this beer. I mean, flawlessly. Yeah, syntax goes with any dark beer. Yeah, Yig. I used to have a beer liquid, and it was Yig. Yig was my beer liquid that I would pair with everything, and it was always perfect. Always perfect. Stone, you can't go wrong with some Stone brewing. I love me some Stone brewers. Delicious. The official lyrics are no stress, no seeds, no stems, no sticks. Some of that real sticky icky. No stress, no seeds. Does he say no stress, no seeds, no stems, no sticks? Is that the order? But you didn't do it that way. You said no stems, no sticks, no seeds. I'm just kidding, Aaron. I'm just giving you a hard time. No stress, no seeds, no stems, no sticks. Some of that real sticky icky. Ooh wee. I don't really want to fuck with me. Only that I trust is me. We are that 8% might be hitting me a little bit hard here. Might be hitting me a little bit sideways here. Let's keep going. Let's just move right along. Let's get into. It's a little bit too early for this. It's a little bit too early for this because I have to feed the dogs, but I can't feed the dogs for like another 10 to 15 minutes. So, what we should just immediately jump ahead and do. Let's do this. Let's just do this real quick before what I've been vaping.
Nick Guy the Science Man.
Freaking Nick Guy the Science Man. Before what I've been vaping. What is even happening tonight? I told you. I'm feeling weird. It sounds better the way you say it. Let's change it. Let's call up let's call up Dr. Snoop Dogg E Dog. Let's see which one he likes better. Nick Guy, the Science Man. You know, one thing about me that I love, it's some goddamn good science, you know? Just some peer-reviewed data, you know? Just science. Just conclusions, abstracts, peer review. It's a self-correcting system, and I love it so much. So much. A study did just get retracted. I put up an Instagram reel all about it. You can hear about that study that just got retracted. But this is an interesting study. Okay, on it. Where did I go? Oh God, where's my face? Oh God. Just dangle clocks. That's fine. I'll slide right in here. Perfect. Look at this study. Look at this study. What's up? What's up, Al Gore? Your Twitter account is still not back. Your Twitter account is still not back, is it, Al Gore? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Elon Musk. Unbelievable. On a platform where there are literally no rules that I can find, unless you type out cisgender, and then you get hate speeched. There's no rules on that platform. It's crazy to me that your account is not back. I can't even imagine why it was taken down in the first place. Yeah, Sir Snoop the dog. I'm sorry. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, Al. I'm rooting for you hard. Smoke cigarettes, then finally. What? We're gonna look at some science here. Let me read that in a second. From Paul. No, what an e-cigarette. I'm on smoke cigarettes and then finally stop smoking. I'm on the switch from e-cigarettes and more on tropical mango. 10 milligram nicotine salt. Start smoking cigarettes, but roughly like in teenagers age 17 and 18. Stopping from cigarettes 18 is stretch. I think I get the gist of what you're saying there, but we're going to jump into this science anyway. Lots of buttholes. So many buttholes on Twitter. Too many buttholes. Too many buttholes. Twitter. Here's the thing about Twitter X. Twitter X. If I may rant about Twitter X for a second. Twitter X is the only platform where I've just been served pornography in my feed, flipping through videos. Every platform now, TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and Twitter X and Facebook, they all just let you flip through videos, you know? Sometimes you're flipping through videos and you don't even know what platform you're on. And I know that if I see a bunch of movie clips in a row, I'm like, oh, this must be YouTube. I must be on YouTube right now, just mindlessly flipping, you know? I was mindlessly flipping on Twitter, you know? And Twitter has longer videos. You can upload 2-3 hour long videos onto Twitter X now. And it's like, oh, here's a debate. Oh, here's CNN. Oh, here's Thomas Massey. Oh, here's this happening. Oh, here's some more news. Oh, here's something about Iran. Oh, here's some girl just taking it from two dudes right up in your face. Just slick genitals right in your face. And I thought, well, that's really interesting. What a weird platform. What a crazy platform. And you just flip past it, you know, it's whatever. It's the only platform that has ever happened to me. And I don't seek it out on Twitter. I'm not looking at there's a million places other than Twitter X where you could find some sort of adult content that will, you know, fit your little weird fetish. I get it. But Twitter X, Backshot City, just straight up backshots all up in my feed. All up in my feed. The only time that's ever happened. That doesn't even happen on Reddit. You can flip on Reddit and not get slick genitals in your face. But on Twitter X, no. Elon Musk is like, more slick genitals, the better. Let's just get it on Twitter X as soon as we can. Okay, now science, man. Unintended consequences of the effects of e-cigarette graphic health warnings on electronic risk, perceptions, and intentions. That's a long-ass title because scientists don't know how to be concise. It's because to scientists, everything needs to be explained. Thankfully, like every little thing needs to be explained, and that's why the title is such a mouthful. I'm going to try to read this whole paragraph here. Grounded in ethical theories of manipulation, autonomy, and informed choice, this research examines whether asymmetric health warning schemes distort consumers' comparative risk judgment across substitutable harmful products. Does that make any sense? Not really. 4 experimental studies demonstrate that cigarette graphic health warnings reliably evoke smoking-related fear that through contrast-based spillover effects positions e-cigarettes as comparatively less harmful, generates more favorable attitudes, and increases purchase and trial intentions. They're basically saying that all these graphic health warnings on cigarette boxes are making vaping seem less harmful. All these graphic warnings of like cancer-ridden mouths and like COPD lungs that are on cigarette boxes are apparently so graphic and off-putting that they're making e-cigarettes seem less harmful by comparison. Now, to any normal human person who cares about public health, this would be a really, really good thing, but they're kind of portraying it as like a negative thing. They're saying these graphic health warnings are great at keeping people off of cigarettes, but they're inadvertently pushing people towards vaping. And we need to stop that. We need to standardize the graphic warnings across all of these products. We're going to World Health Organization nicotine. We're going to say that the delivery doesn't matter. It's just the existence of the drug that is the bad part. It doesn't matter if this nicotine doesn't kill you and this nicotine absolutely does kill you. The graphic health warnings need to be the same across all of them. Study 4 further reveals that asymmetric warning conditions in which only cigarettes carry graphic warnings maximize psychological reactance by signaling selective regulatory targeting, where extending graphic warnings to e-cigarettes, both the contrast-based and recantance-driven spillover effects. Scientists, man, they couldn't talk to a layperson if their life depended on it. The results support warning congruence as an ethically preferable regulatory design, but better preserves the conditions for informed comparative judgment and carry implications for ethically responsible policy design, corporate conduct, and consumer welfare. It's a lot of words to say the warnings need to be equal or people are going to start vaping instead of smoking. This is being presented as a negative. It's being presented as a negative that our overtly gory, gruesome health warnings on cigarettes are working so well that people don't want to smoke cigarettes anymore. They'd rather vape, and this is being presented by these researchers as probably a bad thing. That's wild, dude. That this is saying that it worked. It worked. The graphic health warnings worked. And that is for some reason a bad thing because although people aren't smoking cigarettes anymore, they're still using nicotine. How does that, I don't understand how people square that circle in their head. Well, they all quit smoking, but they're still using nicotine. Okay. Does nicotine harm every organ in the human body? Does nicotine cause COPD, lung cancer, emphysema, stroke, death? No, none of those things. It's just cigarettes that do that? Oh, okay. Because the way you're making it sounds like nicotine does that stuff, but I don't think nicotine does that stuff. In fact, exactly, Gunny, nicotine's not a crime. We know. Nicotine's one of the most studied drugs on earth, bro. Most studied drugs on earth. We know the effects of it. We know tolerance levels of it. We know we have nicotinic receptors in our brain that are constantly asking for nicotine. Give me nicotine. And then you give it the right amount of nicotine. It's like, oh, dude, thank you. Give it too much nicotine. Hey, I'm nauseous. That's what happens. Science, man. It's a hell of a thing. I love that they're saying this worked. Our graphic health warnings worked, but too many people are quitting smoking cigarettes, and our graphic health warnings are making vaping look less harmful by comparison. Am I wrong here? Isn't that the point, to get people to quit smoking cigarettes? The most lethal way to consume nicotine? I thought that's what we were trying to get people to stop doing by any means necessary, but no. By some means necessary, by some means. Well, thank you, Nick Guy, the science man. Always appreciate your scientific due diligence. Now, caffeine. I've been getting on that caffeine train, Breeze Tones, and it's delightful. Delightful. My favorite combination is the caffeine in the shed. caffeine in the shed. First thing in the morning, you have caffeine, nicotine, and cannabis. That's it, dude. I am good for the day. I'm going to be in the best mood. I'm going to be the most motivated. I'm going to get the most shit done, and I'm going to have a smile the entire time. The entire time. Exactly. Willie Brown. Here's the thing. I love nicotine. My brain loves nicotine. It's great. It is spectacular. Huge fan. I'm going to feed the dogs real quick right now. Oh, no, Marky boy. Oh, I'm going to love on my dogs right now. Hey, Nick, can I get a shout out for my dog? I had to put him to sleep 2 days ago. He was in our life for 16 years. If only you don't mind, he was the best ever. A legend, loyal. He was always there for me when I needed him. You're breaking my heart, Marky boy. Broken, shattered, gutted, bro. Gutted. I am so sorry to hear that. Hell yeah. This vlog, Marky boy, is now dedicated to your dog, the actual bestest boy. 1,000%. I have no problems. If I could dedicate this vlog to a canine every single night, I would. Damn, Marky boy. Love you. Big love to you. Big love to your dog. Cross that rainbow bridge, man. Damn. That kills me. That sucks. That sucks. I don't know why that's hitting me so hard, Marky boy, but it is. So hey, I'm going to go feed my animals. I'm going to give them some loves, and I'm going to make sure that they have a healthy and nutritious dinner with all of Nico's medications in it. And I will be right back. We're going to discuss some things that I have definitely been vaping. How about that? Let's go, kitchen guy. I got 2 vapes.
What I've been vaping.
Yeah, I mean, good morning, but not much. Not much. That's the answer to the question, what is Kitchen Guy vaping out in Kitchen Guy land? The answer is not much. Mr. Office Guy gets to go on a weekend trip back up to Tahoe, and then suddenly Kitchen Guy is kind of left with nothing. You know, not much. I've stolen a few things. I feel a little robbed. Maybe that's my, wild privilege being Kitchen Guy. It's like, I get all the cool things. I can take whatever I want, and it becomes Kitchen Guy's vape now. I got a pod. Oxva Slim Pro 3. It's guava jelly. It's delicious. This is an unbelievable pod, but that's a pod. That's what I have. It's delightful. I managed to steal like 2 things. Orion 2, Joe Sturdy RBA, Excision Paradox on the inside. Busting is how I would describe this. Busting. The airflow slaps, the flavor slaps, the wicking's keeping up amazingly. I love so much about that Orion 2. And well, look, okay, I did get kind of 2 cool things. I stole the Trevor. I stole the Yak Dead Star with the Voltrove on the inside. Huge, like smooth, swooshy airflow in this. 6 milligram strawberry swing from Deep Cuts is on the inside. Matchy matte black battery. Yeah. This is kind of the king. I guess things aren't so bad for Kitchen Guy if I get the Kig. The 6 milligram strawberry swing is busting in this. It is such a summertime flavor. And I even really like this really tiny little drip tip that looks like it should be for mouth to lung. Stellar. Well, I might not have quantity of vapes out here, but I do definitely have 2 stellar vapes out here. Ow! Just kidding. Acting makes you nervous a little bit, though, huh? Anyway, that's all I got. That's me. That's Kitchen Guy. It feels like I'm starting over again. I got 2 vapes, and that's all Kitchen Guy really. That's all I need to sustain me to do the work that needs to get done. That's all I need. I don't need more vapes. I'd like more vapes. I don't need more vapes. And now Kitchen Guy's rambling, so I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you next week. Peace out from Kitchen Guy. Hope the vlog's going great. And I'm going to throw it back, directly to take it away, office guy. Go. Hey, thanks, kitchen guy. Hope your finger's okay from the cheese grater that you were using. Anyway, yeah, that's what he's vaping, which is honestly two of the cooler things. What's been getting vaped in this here office? It's the Joe Sturdy titanium. Let me take this door off of here so you can appreciate the full glory of the titanium one on the inside. It's the Joe Sturdy titanium 1 RBA for dot inside of a 7, which is for dot. This is red number 1, twist, 6 milligram. Get out of here. There was no kitchen guy video? What?
I've been vaping.
Yeah, I mean, good morning, but not much. Not much. That's the answer to the question, what is kitchen guy vaping out in kitchen guy land? The answer is not much. Mr. Office guy.
Oh, you saw the video. Oh, Optimus Prime's just messing with me? Optimus Prime, how could you turn on me like this? I believe me. I have you tattooed on my arm. So that's what kitchen guy's been vaping. Me, this is it. It's like this. This has been in my hand. I didn't think I would. You know why? Because it reminds me a little bit of that Orion 2. We were looking for something suitable to that Orion 2 with that RBA. And the Joe Sturdy 1 inside of a dot mod. Who knew? Who guessed? Plus, it's probably the best crackle I have ever had ever. You saw this. You saw the JMW vanilla rum custard. Did you see this? Yeah, this was the retro vape from last week, and it's still going. I just kept vaping it all week. It's the Turk V2 on top of the Hyperion 2. I got JMW succulents in an easy dripper. Busting. And I don't know what it is with this Hyperion, but I always want to grab it way low and put my finger right there and use it like this. Is that weird? Is that a weird way to use a Mac? Succulents, though. It's going to be, I mean, this is going to be one of the summer flavors. It has been in the past. It's going to be again. So delightful. So delightful. And, like, This has been getting used. I just got this last week. We built it on Tuesday. It's that Steam Crave Aromamizer Plus V4 RDTA Supreme something or other. It's on a stabwood hexome, and that's why it's leaning. You see the lean all over the place. But it's sitting on a beautiful stabwood hexome. You know, and it's vaping great. It's honestly vaping genuinely really great. This is the Dark Berry Cream. This is Twisted Timmy's Dark Berry Cream. You've been getting burned by our Hyperion Firebar. Fascinating. I wonder how. I'm not doubting that it's probably happening. Burned by it. Burned. Yeah, that lean is, Paul, come on. Well, this is a really old stabwood hexome. This is from 2016, I think. And it's just got a little lean. It leans to the side and it leans forward. You can kind of tell it's leaning back a little bit. It kind of leans sideways and forward. But this device, this hexome, is so insanely comfortable to hold. I don't even care. I don't even care, Kith. Exactly. Hammond lean, bro. It's good. This is vaping great. And the Dark Berry Cream, unreal, dude. I don't know how Timmy keeps doing it, but this Dark Berry Cream slaps. It reminds me so much of old My Yi. Yeah, well, this was my wife's hexome that she used for literal years before she got that orange hexome. And then she used that orange hexome for literally, the next 6 years, next 7 years. It's kind of wild. She's keeping her hexome, but I have inherited that, and I inherited her billet box as well. These things just happen. And that's kind of, I've been vaping this freaking pod that we got last week from Vupu. I'm going to do a review for this soon because it is busting. It is actually busting. I can't believe it. Yes, this has been getting some use. I'm going to put this back to a single coil, I think, on Tuesday. People keep telling me I'm crazy and that the single coil is really good on this, so I'm going to give the single coil another try. But the single coil was slightly unenjoyable to me. And if I if I drag really lightly, this airflow is pretty smooth. Yeah, I still am, Jeremy V. You may never get that. I'm kind of in love with it. Oh. What is that? Why do vapes do that? Why do vapes do that? And I know this has happened to everybody. This isn't a thing that's exclusively done to me. But you pick up a vape, any vape, box mod, hexome, DNAs across the board, doesn't matter. The first time you go to drag, you press the button, nothing happens. So you're like, oh, that's weird. So you look at the screen and then you press the fire button and then it fires suddenly. And you go, that happens to me on literally everything. Yeah, every time you look at the screen, it suddenly fires. This is kind of the king right now. It's kind of the king in here anyway. And that's me. I got a Caliburn G5 because that's like the best pod of the year. I've been vaping that like crazy. I'm having a pods ranked soon. Good for you. So that's me. That's what I've been vaping. And I think that brings us directly to America, this is you. You see my titty hanging, shaking around? America, this is you. You love to see it. Listen, yeah, my Pixel does it all the time. Literally maybe not a hexome, but even sometimes a hexome. I've pressed the button and nothing's happened, and then you look at the screen and it fires. Constantly. America, this is you. It's just for you, Hippo. Let's get into some Assignment Planet globes here. It's just going to be, I think it's just crackles tonight. I think we're just crackling tonight. I got an email here from Jason. I don't think this is our corporate version, but this is a Jason. Diplomat, pendulum coil, cherry bombers. This is the Diplomat. He says, I promise I'll send a different RTA. I just really love the Diplomat. Okay, we can do that. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The Diplomat. The Diplomat's the winner. The Diplomat's a winner. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. But there's no vape through, Hippo. There's no vape through. But I mean, that's a... Even without the chamber, that's crackly. It sounds like like some sort of wind-up toy or something. Same. Diplomat. I haven't been vaping my Diplomat, and it makes me upset that I haven't vaped my Diplomat. You can tell that would be vape through. Yeah. Taser face. Yeah, now that is a good crackle, Jason. Not corporate Jason. That is crackle. I mean, that's undeniably crackle. It doesn't have a vape through, Jason, but that is some undeniable crackle right there. We got one from Sean of the Dead. Thought I'd share some Red's Artisan Coils tripwire in a broken ohm Addy on the BMM Gambler is just shredding. RDAs need more love in the Crackleverse. I agree. RDAs need much more love in the Crackleverse. Of course, Shaun of the Dead. He sent me the Danny. Where's the Danny? Oh, it's over here. This has been getting vaped like crazy. I don't know. I couldn't find it earlier. It was offside of my desk. It's the Danny. It's the Sparrow Danny combo. Sparrow Redemption Danny combo. Huckleberry on the inside. It's one of those vapes that I'm afraid to vape. You know, I'm just looking at it, and I look at it on my desk, and I go, you can't pick that up. What are you doing? You're GrimmGreen. You can't have a mod that nice. You don't get a mod that nice. Just look at it. You don't get to touch it. Okay, fine. All right, Sean. Let's see what Sean has to offer us. I mean, it's a snappy little crackle. It seems like out of a small RDA like that, it would be easier to get crackle because it's a little bit more diplomat-y. We should go for some crackle, some single coil crackle, and a little RDA. It's not quite as poppy, you know. It's not quite as poppy as non-corporate Jason's. Snappy, though. Snappy, though. I like this one. It sounds like a wet one in the shorts. Yeah, it's a little snappier than that. That's pretty snappy, Sean. It's snappy. It's not as loud, I guess, or voluminous as the Jason. Oh, Ghost Nymph. All good. Yeah, Replay Crew. Dude, yeah, of course your mom will always take priority. I wouldn't expect to take priority, couldn't possibly expect to take priority over your mom. Never in a million years. She should always take priority. Sorry, Twitch is weird. Happy to see you, Ghost Nymph. Say hi. Give your mom some love. Give her a high five from me, from some random internet vape guy, you know? Give him a high five. Give her a high five. bell? Is there a bell?
Hi, it's Dell.
Bell.
The RTA for vaping. Vapes just fine in a single coil. It's spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I'm not vaping. Vapes just fine in a single coil.
That is spicy. Dell. Bell. Even a vape down. Dell. That is a good one. 100% through it. Dell, that's a good crackle. It sounds like the vape down of the of Sean's. Maybe Dell's is a little bit lower pitched.
Hi, it's Dell. The
Bell.
RTA for vaping. Vapes just fine in a single coil. It's spicy.
Spicy. Sounds like a short circuit. It sounds like a short circuit. Johnny 5. Let's hear. I have a couple more here. It's a big night here for the Crackles. Nate. Yeah, that's championship. That's championship level crackles right there, Nate. There is no vape through. Yeah, there is an Alexa, though, in there. That's a really good crackle. These are all really good crackles tonight. Wish there was a vape through. Damn, I want to see him. I want to hear him vape through this so bad. Sometimes, here, You Have Died of Dysentery is asking, is it normal to lose crackle? My wicking sounds good for about 12 hours, then the only crackles for a few seconds. I have experienced this as well. Lots. I had a RTA that was crackling like a champion, and then suddenly the crackle just went away, and I was only chalking it up to like, well, maybe the cotton's a little bit less moist, maybe a little bit too moist. There's a little bit of a balance going on there. Maybe the cotton inside the coil moved slightly or pulled away a little bit. Maybe that can affect it. I have had crackle disappear, though. I have had crackle loss. It's a tough one. Let's see. 340?
Oh, hello.
Hello. 340? Just going by 340 Motan? Mothan? Oh, that's the Sith. Listen, I'll take any RDA crackle I can get. You know, it's a little sizzly. It's a exactly, Hippo. It's a sizzackle. It's a sizzackle. Sizzackle. Straight up sizzacklin 340. Straight up sizzacklin. Although you get a little bit of like extra bonus points because it's an RDA. Because it's an RDA, I'll give you a little bit more grace, you know? On a clutch. RDA on a clutch with the sizzackle. That could be the winner of the night, you know? That crackle remains. All right, let's do the last one. Is there a Birdman in the chat? I heard there's a Birdman in the chat. 7 out of 10, sizzackle, and the vape through. I like you scoring these, Hippo. That helps. That helps. 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7.5. That's a perfectly acceptable score. Birdman. Hang on. Birdman and an RTA for vaping. Yeah. That's like the crunchiest. Birdman. Birdman on a hex. You know, without the vape through, it's a little bit, well, pardon me. Sorry, that was gross. It's a little bit lettucey, right? Some straight up Straya crackle. I agree, Hippo. Sizzle, but the vape through is poppy. Poppy. Listen to that. Sounds like a low idling motorcycle. That just feels, it sounds so satisfying. So satisfying. It reminds me of the Sparrow Crackle. It reminds me of the Sparrow Crackle, Birdman. Dang. You guys, there was a lot of good crackles tonight. Jason and Sean, unvaped through crackles, but still really good crackles. I feel like Nate was the loudest. Yeah. Nate was the loudest. Dell was the Dellest.
It's Dell. The RTA.
RTA.
For vaping, Vapes just fine. A single coal. It's spicy.
Yeah, that's taser levels of spice. I don't even know. I don't even know if I can pick a winner tonight. I might pick Nate just because it was the loudest. Diplomat. RDA. It's too call. It's too close. It's too close to call. It's too close to call. 50cc. It might even be Birdman. You know? The vape through on the Birdman, I think, is my favorite. That vape down, you're all winners tonight. You're all winners tonight. Thank you for taking part in the Cracklegasm extravaganza. If anybody else out there has a crackle that they think you go, my crackle's better than that, it's time to put your money where your mouth is, or at least put your phone where your mouth is and take a video of it and send it over to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. Just mark it crackle and I will see the attachment and it may get used accordingly on this vlog. Additionally, you know, I'm always up for some Assignment Planet globes. I want to see desk checks, hand checks, shelf checks. I want to see your beaters. I want to see your mods that you never use, the ones you always use. I want to see it all. Send it all over. Send me any and all vape porn, nick@grimmgreen.com. Just send it. Just send it. Birdman sounds like heavy rain on a tin roof. It does sound like rain. There were good ones tonight. Hella good ones tonight. Hella damn ass good ones tonight. Everyone's winning tonight. Everyone's winning tonight. Let's shift gears just very slightly. Tin roof. Rusted. These is the coolest things I've seen all week. There's a few coolest things I've seen all week. And I apologize. Here, let me close Baltic Porter. Let me close that. Let me close that. Did you know? Did you know that have you ever heard of the show Schastlivy vmeste. Schastlivy vmeste. No? Why not? How come? Did you know that there is a Russian version of Married with Children that exists in the world? And that it ran for more episodes than the American Married with Children? And it is just a shot for shot, script for script remake of Married with Children in Russia. And obviously the characters' names are different and they live in an apartment and not a home. But it's like, there's Peg with the big red hair. There's Al. There's the teenage daughter. There's the stoner teenage boy. It's called Schastlivy vmeste. Schastlivy vmeste. I think I'm saying it correctly. I don't know a lot of Russian. Schastlivy vmeste. Al Bundy. Peg. You got the super hot ditzy teenage daughter. You got the super stoner, just burnout son. And it ran longer than the American Married with Children. More episodes. Some of the writers from the American Married with Children wrote for the Russian Married with Children. In fact, here, let's take a look at this. It's just, I was blown away by this, and I don't know exactly why. It's kind of to be expected, but remakes within different cultures of the same like source material is kind of always my favorite thing. I fell into it really hard with like Japanese horror, and you'd watch the Japanese version of a movie, and then it's like that same movie, like The Ring. There's a Chinese version of it, and then there's like a Korean version of it, and it's the same story, but just being told through different cultures. There's nothing I love more than that. I love that there's like international versions of The Office, you know? I love that there's international versions of movies and TV shows, and especially something like Married with Children that it's such an American, you know, the dad in the suburbs, and he works at a shoe store, and he can afford a house working at a shoe store. And he's got, you know, his materialistic wife with the big hair and his, you know, his ditzy teenage daughter and his burnout stoner son. And it's such like an American thing that it translated so well into Russian that it went longer. Yeah, we have Married with Children at home. We have Married with Children at home. Look at this.
Значит, сегодня пятница.
It's the same
В субботу
show.
этот аромат перемешается с запахами общежития строителей, и тогда будет вообще здорово.
I don't understand. Maybe they can get some subtitles.
Да, сегодня пятница, вечер свиданий. Так что давай, иди. Репетируй свой французский поцелуй в свою комнату.
Laugh tracks and everything. Laugh tracks and everything. I agree. Christina Applegate is a national
Парень
treasure.
задерживается? Или не только парень?
Let's see the antics they get up into. This is 10 hours. This is episodes 101 through 154 of the Russian version of Married with Children, available freely on YouTube. Cloned laugh track. It sounds like an American laugh track. It sounds like an American laugh track. I watched so much Married with Children. It was not even, and it was a show. You know, we weren't supposed to be watching Married with Children. I was a little bit young to be watching Married with Children. But every time I go to my buddy John's house, he's like, you want to watch Married with Children? Like, fucking A, yeah, let's watch this. Loved Married with Children. Anthrax was on Married with Children. I didn't know until literally today that there was a Russian version of Married with Children that actually had more episodes than the original American version. That's so crazy to me. That's so wild. Yeah, Kelly Bundy is universal. There's a Kelly Bundy in Russia. There's a Kelly Bundy.
Сейчас вытащите из стиральной машинки мое
They got
белье
a
и
dog,
развесите на
and I was
балконе
reading
мои
about the
колготки.
storylines, and there was this whole thing with like they kept recasting the dog because they didn't want the dog to age in the show. The dog is always the same age in the show. So every season is a new dog actor so that it looked like the same dog wasn't aging. And then finally they got to the point in the story where they're like, look, they've had this dog for 10 years. This dog either needs to pass away. Something needs to happen with the storyline of this dog. So rather than having the dog die, they give the dog to like some rich philanthropist who's like, I will put him on my dog farm. And that's how they wrote the dog out of the story because they kept recasting it every year. I love everything about this. I love everything about this. And who hasn't had the hots for Kelly Bundy? Everybody did. This is one of those things where I just wish I could get a few buddies around, have a massive shed time, and watch this show. You know? Watch like 10 to 20 episodes of the Russian Married with Children.
Только не вздумай напяливать их снова.
It makes me want to learn
Ой,
the
Рок, ну
language.
ты, конечно, молодец, постарался. Так ухаживать за волосами могут только женщины и геи. Ну-то я не женщина. Не, ну хотя, может, ты, конечно...
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, hey, it exists, and it's out there now. You can't avoid it. And so I'm going to put some links in the description. You can watch those episodes. You can watch those episodes if you want to. Here's another coolest thing I saw all week. Did you guys know this? Did you guys know Married with Children was on TV in the drunk tank years ago? It was awesome. It was awesome. I'm glad that was awesome. Married with Children does improve the situation. I'll always associate Married with Children with my buddy John. You know? He was a huge Married with Children fan. Every time I went to his house, he's like, you want to watch Married with Children? Yeah, dude. Let's watch it. I just think that's cool. I just think that's so... I like that entertainment, you know, movies, TV shows, music, whatever, can kind of transcend some cultural borders, you know? I like it when different cultures get into things from different cultures, you know? I want people listening to American rock and roll in different countries, and I want people listening to K-pop in different countries, and I want David Hasselhoff in more countries, you know? I just think it's cool. I just think it's cool. Now, shifting gears completely, I can barely speak English, let alone Russian. I know zero Russian words in any capacity. Zero capacity. It just seems like a wildly difficult language to learn, doesn't it? It seems really difficult. Spanish, sure, they have like gendered words all over the place and weird conjugations and things like this. But Russian? Russian? That language seems impossible. It seems like everybody who speaks Russian is just faking it. They're just joking, just to mess with people who aren't in Russia. And when nobody's looking, they're like, hey, look at this big, like we've been conning the whole world. We just speak normal. But whenever there's someone from not Russia, we whip out this language, just troll the whole world. Seems wildly, wildly difficult. Now, did you guys know that there is a professional pillow fighting league? Yeah, I didn't either. But it's real. You can join. I've never felt so called to something before, you know? It's like I'm reaching 50. I'm going through that midlife crisis phase, and I feel like I either need to pick up pickleball, you know, some sort of extracurricular activity. Most middle-aged dudes go for pickleball. I think I might try to become a pillow fight champion. Look at these guys. Look at that spin move. Oh! 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 Did you know that this was real? Look at this guy. Boom! And they use like regulation pillows.
No, close. Step back.
I guess it doesn't do much to like hit him in the legs and take him out. And there's a crowd there. I would go see this. Oh. Boom. Oh. It's got to be point-based, right? Oh. It's got to be point-based. Because you're not knocking somebody out. You're not knocking somebody out, right? Street pillow fighting?
Woo! Okay, so we're having a pillow fight.
Wow, he's got skills. Maybe should we start a pillow fighting league? Yeah, why exactly would there not be a crowd there? You hear about professional pillow fighting league coming to your town, and you're gonna go. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go, right? You would go. Maybe you can knock somebody out. Ooh.
Break. 1 green. 3 green.
I guess there's a lot of empty seats, but still, look at this crowd.
Ooh. Hey, Carlos, where you right? OG, yep, let's go.
Like, I would watch this. Just these guys going at each other with regulation-sized pillows. Yeah, kick his ass, Seabass. And how do you explain, like, how do you explain to someone what you do in your free time? Or if you're a professional at this? It seems like there is technique. It seems like it's not just wildly waving around pillows. Yeah, it's got to be point-based. It's got to be point-based. People suck. This is great. I didn't know that this existed. I'm glad that this exists, and I want to take part in it somehow. I don't know how, with a straight face. I guess it's no different than telling people that you're a vape influencer. But you could tell people that... Have you ever heard of professional pillow fighting championships? No? Oh, well... You do now. You've heard of it now because I'm one. I am the champion. I'm the first PFC Pillow Fight Championship champion. It seems like it would be fun. Get in the ring with Breeze Tones. Just have at it. Whoa. Whoops. Oh, pow, right in the kisser. Yeah. Pillows don't hurt, but they will wake you up.
There we go. Aggressive.
This seems so fun. Oh, sorry, you weren't even watching the screen. It just seems so fun. And it's such like, isn't it just peak humans? I feel like it's just peak humans. You couldn't explain this to aliens if they landed. They'd be like, what is this? You'd be like, well, we go at each other in a ring with pillows. Because why not? Because why not? Let's just do it. Let's just go at it. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure K-Stereo, yeah, you're absolutely right. It does take some sort of athleticism in some way. And you'd be worn out. Like, imagine going like 8 rounds in there, holding a heavy pillow. You gotta swing it. Yep, took him down. Anyway, coolest things I've seen all week. I'm gonna save the last coolest thing I've seen all week for Instagram bans, so you have something to look forward to. But is legitimately, should I just do it now? No, I don't want to do it now. We're running long. We'll save it for the bans. It's great though. Legitimately awesome. Legitimately awesome. Legitimately awesome. We're going to save it, though. We're going to save it. So that's kind of the coolest things I saw all week. I've been dreaming about championship pillow fighting. That's the first thing I thought, 33 Wraps. Is that what Mike Lindell is doing these days? He should be. That was low-hanging fruit. Why didn't Mike Lindell think of like, oh, what do I do with all these My Pillows? Oh, let's have people fight each other. We could make these the regulation My Pillow pillows for the pillow championship fighting. Women's division, I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Hopefully, right? Hopefully. Mike Lindell, My Pillow. I hate the way he says pillow. My pillow. My pillow. It's my pillow. Mike Lindell, my pillow. Mike Lindell, my pillow. What are you saying? My pillow. I don't know what you're saying, Mike Lindell, you weirdo. I have no idea. What I would like to do right now, if I may, if we can, I probably should hydrate. Let's see who's making me hydrate. Oh, there's a lot. Hotspot Josh, Ben, Hotspot Josh, Enoch, Hotspot Josh, Simios, Enoch, Mark, Hotspot Josh, Bagpipes, Durdle, Got Coils, and then Marky Boy. Let's hydrate with a feline. How about that? Let's get some hot pacey action out here. Oh. Pacey going to town. Wait for the look at the end. Still waiting. Pacey. Feeling hydrated? Let's jump into, let's do this before we do any news. Let's do something fun-ass before we do any news-ass. How about that? How about GrimmGreen reviews a vape thing that he's never even tried before. Ding! Okay. Let's get this here. I'm going to put a poll in the chat so everybody gets to vote on what they would like to see retro vapped. And then the oligarch mode will be a little bit less expensive tonight. Here's what's up. There's a poll in the chat. Let me know. Vote it up. Vote it down. Vote it up. Just keep voting. No, I didn't give you any voting music. What the hell is wrong with me? Let's put on some, those lo-fi chilled beats that we like on Tuesdays. The coolest thing I've seen this week was the 200-plus people decked out in their purple T-shirts stepping out against elder abuse in the 11th Annual World Elder Abuse Awareness Walk today. Let's go, Dee Dee. Fuck yeah, fuck elder abuse. That makes me the most mad that even happens and goes on. How do you yeah, monsters. If you abuse the elderly, you're a monster. I don't know what it is. My dad radicalized me to 70-year-old people in wheelchairs. Some quick ASMR. I know. that Bogan uses. Yeah, I wish I could afford a subscription to a music service right now, but I can't, so we just use free YouTube music. Free YouTube music. Oh no. Oh no. Well, the mystery box is winning. I don't know if people are going to be real excited about what's in the mystery box tonight, but let's go. Just changing things up tonight. Changing it up. That mystery box is really going bananas. Well, you know, everything's a surprise. Everything's a surprise here at GrimmGreen Industries. Let me get this out. Shit. Of course. We need to free the canis in a few minutes. Ah, it could even be a boat. You know how much we've wanted one of those. Could be a cigarette. Could be a cigarette. I don't think it's a cigarette. That's some real retro vaping. Look, the mystery box is going to win, but here's the thing. Okay. The mystery box won. The mystery box won, which means... Oh, the least amount of votes is actually the winner, mystery box. So that means the two people that voted for number one have had your wishes granted. The least votes is the winner. Wild card, baby. Wild card. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. We're doing it. We're doing the damn thing. We're doing the big thing. We're doing the damn ass big thing. Oh, man, I got you guys good. Oh, I got you good. I knew. I just knew. Okay, so this retro vaping will most likely take us 6 to 7 hours to complete, but it's going to be great. I actually have no idea. I really don't want to do this one. Hang on. It's going to need a 510. Airflow. Crud in the airflow. That's fine. I think he took his wallet. It's going to be, looks like triple vertical coils. Hot triple vertical coil action. I think it's going to be hot vertical coil action. It doesn't look like those airflows are going to exactly line up with the coils in there. But let's go for it. Let's do triple vertical coils, dude. Let's do, well, it's going to be so high resistant. 24 gauge nichrome? That's kind of all I have for round wire these days. Yeah. It's going to have to be 24 gauge. It's just going to have to be. And we need a triple coil. And we should make 2.5 millimeters probably. Yep. 3. Dude, Tokugawa, this is going to be a I think this is going to be a nightmare. I shouldn't have put this in the number 1 position because I knew what was in the mystery box. I knew what was in there the whole time. Where is the ever-loving end of this thing? what the hell? Okay, let's arbitrarily cut. That's enough for 2 coils. That's enough for 3. Hopefully. I love a good round wire build. You know I do. I don't know that I love triple vertical coils, but let's see, and they have to be, yeah, clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do some 6 wraps. I'm going to have the leads coming off in opposite directions. They kind of have to be, you know, like this. Hangy but separated so that it can go. Oh, this is a junky angle. That's too low. Yeah. One coil down. What did I do? 7 wraps? Was that 7 wraps? I think I did 7 wraps. Well, this is going to be a weird one. I think in the past I've tried to do horizontal coils in this RDA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th, 7th. Okay. 2 coils. Triple vertical coils. Man. What a load of malarkey that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do 6 wraps or did I do 7 wraps? Well, some of these are going to be... Some of these are going to be a little bit fucky because this has to go underneath the screw. Negative has to get captured under the screw, and then the positive has to go into the hole. Don't even know what the name of this RDA is. Not sure I could tell you. Oh, shit, I see. That does have a hard stop. Oh, God. Okay. So these have to be cut. Eyeballing. Here we go. Should it go on the inside? It needs to be shorter than that. Okay, so the hole, you see the hole? There's a stop, obviously, in the back. It's only so deep. And it is very shallow. Wildly shallow. I can't even... think this needs to go on the inside. Oh, the deck spins. Oh, cool. Oh, shit. We might not be able to do this. That deck shouldn't be spinning. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Let's try to keep going then. That's the coil I installed. Looks derpy as hell. That's fine. We're just going to keep going with it. That looks so bad, dude. It's really not great that that deck spins. Shit. It's very bad. It's just gonna fuck up the coils. Well, we got a spinning deck. Not all that dissimilar to a recent RTA, but perfect. Now that's a perfect coil. Okay, so that means, all right, what did we learn from that coil? Well, not much. Yeah, 3 times the wonk. 3 times the wonk, 3 times the fun. 5 times the wonk, 6 times the fun. Eyeball. I'm going to be shocked if we actually get this vaping. Trim it a little bit more, god damn it. Eyeballing. Dig him out. Ha! Okay, let's go. You know what song I'm talking about. Okay. Just got to keep that from twisting. Huh? See if we can even do this the old school way. Let's try. Yeah, snapped right off. Old school. Get the cleanest, flushest snip. 2 coils installed. What a terrible RDA. And I don't even know, the best part about this, dude, is I don't even know what RDA this is. Genuinely clueless. Okay, then we're going to eyeball this cut again. Eyeball. Eyeball. Can anyone ID this RDA? It's got to be, you know, extremely old. Bit shorter. This RDA is all eyeballs. All eyeballing. I know, there's a dirty mark there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Oops. I stuck it through the airflow? Damn it, man. That happen? I lined that up so perfectly. Okay, here we go. This is the final one. Yes. Somehow screw this down without twisting it. It's too spinny. I wonder if I need to like see if I can brace it. I think that's as tight as I can get it. That's what she said. Well, you know, it was a matter of time before we did this one anyway. I've just been avoiding it. Huh? All right. All right. Boom. 3 coils. Round wire. Oh, no atomizer. No atomizer. Shit. Oh, God. Okay, so apparently there's a base on this, and there's a weird 510, and then weird but that's twisting it. Nicely done. Okay. And I should be able to like yeah. Okay. The 510 pin at least a little protrudy. Let's see if it'll work on the vape that I want to put it on. Oh, please just work. Please, 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 please. No. We might not be able to get this to fire, you guys. Shit. It's got a 510 connection. I don't think that's even going to reach the 510 pin. That's what's killing me right now. Nope. Shit. Here's the problem. Do you see this 510 pin? Eventually. It doesn't go past the threads even a little. Not even a hair. And I can thread this out independently, give it a little bit, but I still don't think this is going to work. No. I think this was made when one modder tried to push a different connection than 510. This was their hybrid connection. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that this threads off and this could thread directly to a device, you know, and have a 510 connection. When I'm unthreading the 510, it's just that double screw right there. So I feel like that should still be making a contact, right? It comes past the 510 threads now. Oh, Sony. Yeah, focus through everything till you get right there. It's past the threads now. Okay, let me make sure that these are all snug. These should all be really snug. Yeah. And as snug as they can be without spinning the deck. Okay. Show me what I want to see. Yeah, that's not what I want to see. This might be a wash, man. We might not be able to do this. Yeah, I'll try a different one. It's sometimes, yeah, that leaning tree does sometimes fire weird. Brought that stick back all the way from Bali. What the shit? Oh! Good call, phrasing. Good call. Put it on the clutch. I'm just kidding. Please don't. Okay, so... Oh, now it's reading no atomizer. Nope, now it's reading no atomizer. It was reading it for a second. Dude, we might end up just putting this on a Mac. Yeah, this is giving me no atomizer as well. Fucking focus, dude. It was reading a 0.7, but now it just keeps reading no atomizer. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Put it in the bin! I hate that devices like you are one building now illegal in Canada. Yeah, Luke, listen. Canada is... Yeah, Canada's in a rough spot right now. Canada's in a really rough spot right now. What's fascinating about Canada is, and this isn't like get them in trouble because we're in trouble, but there's a new company in Canada launching called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a weed company, Shed Time. And the three flavors that the government of Canada has approved for this weed company to exist, it's like strawberry, blueberry, sour apple. And I think it's a case of, okay, so sometimes adult products can be flavored and brightly colored if it's weed or alcohol, just not nicotine. I think we're fucked here, you guys. I think we're effed in the A butts. Yeah, for real, Ben, right? I will never take for granted what we have now. I don't know why I keep trying to do the same thing. I'm like, oh, let's back it out and see if that helps. No. Fuck. Feck. Should we try it on a Mac, or are we risking a hard short? You know, should we try it on a Mac? Is this going to be one of those nights? I guess as long as it's not a hybrid, right? That's all I have is hybrids. Ah. Hello and welcome. This is going to be the last one. This is going to be the last try, dude, and then we're done. Yeah, try the clutch because it has a safety fuse. Yeah, this just gives me no atomizer. This just gives me no atomizer. I don't know. What's the definition of insanity? Damn it. Damn it. That's it. I think we're spent. I think we're done. Hog 400, wind the pin connector out to connect to the 510 pin maybe? Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know if I have 4 18650s ready to go, though. All my 18650s. I don't know, man. Oh, this isn't even the Hammer of God. This is the Titan. Well, let's see if it works on the Titan. I don't know where my Hammer of God is. Yeah. I'm gonna get a whole lot of nothing. Love this camera. I think we're cooked. Damn. I know. That teaches me. I'm not going to ever hoodwink a pole ever again. Part of me really wants to put this on a mech. But I'm not going to, because I don't need another Warlock's Hammer incident like we had before. I hoodwinked you and I'm sorry. So, moving forward, I'll try to hoodwink you less. Let's just try one more thing. Can't even get an ID on this mystery RDA. My Clutch X18? I want to give that a try. Yep, check atomizer. Okay. We're going to do one last thing. I think I have a Clutch X18 here. Maybe. Maybe I don't. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I don't know why the clutch would be any better. Okay, well. Well, the good news, I guess, depending on how you look at it, is I can't find my clutch. Which means we're never going to get to vape probably one of the best triple vertical coil RDAs of all time. You know? We're never going to get to vape this. So unfortunate. And what I can't understand here, while I have you here, do you see this lip on the inside? What is that? What is that lip? Why is that like a recessed 510? It makes me think that it can't screw all the way down to the mod, like the threads aren't going all the way down because of that lip. That's a horrible design choice. Of course, this is from, you know, the 1950s, basically. The vape equivalent of the 1950s. Man, that sucks. All right, well, listen. We tried our best. I really did. What up? What up, Raw Hit? Chillin', bro. Chillin'. Yeah, not thinking that through. Well, here's the thing. This can just as easily be sent to someone who wants to give it ye old college try. Don't even know the name of it. Don't even have an ID on it. Don't know the manufacturer. Don't know anything. So, that's unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. All right, Retro Vape. Well, look, you can't win them all. You can't win them all, but we tried. We tried. It looks proprietary except for the 510 connection on the bottom. I wish I knew what this was, and I wish I knew, you know, because it's got a 510 connection on the bottom. Those are 510 threads. I've seen a lot of 510 threads in my day. Those are some 510 ass threads in there. The world may never know how great that vape really was. So, in the meantime, we'll just have to vape the Sporo. Tim said send it. Well, maybe we'll see about that. Kith, where are you at, Kith? If you're not international, then that would be a... Send it to Langley. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. CIA will figure it out. FBI might figure it out, but CIA will probably figure it out. And then assassinate it. All right, well, let's... we're going to do a real short news segment here, only because I don't want to. But let's... look, there's stuff going on you guys got to know about. Here we are. Welcome back to the news and advocacy segment. Here's my notes. Here's my other notes. Let's just get into this. The first thing that I'm going to mention, THR Global. THR Global. THR Global. Please tell your stories. Share your stories with THR Global. Now, let's give this a little refresh, see how many testimonials we're up to now. 164 testimonials across 25 countries. Got some in, look, we got North America here. 41 testimonials. I think we should fill out a testimonial for THR Global, please. I'm convinced very firmly that stories matter. Your stories matter. Yeah, send that RDA to a kid. They wouldn't know what to do with it. Teens are triple coil building. Well, don't you remember when dripping was the big scandal? This was, the peak of hobby shit. It was like 2016, 2017. There were news articles coming out talking about vape hacks, and that one of the vape hacks was dripping, applying your high nicotine e-liquid directly to the heating element as a way to get a nicotine hit faster. That's what the media kept saying. Dripping was a big, big problem. Hack, vape hack. Okay, good. I couldn't. Yeah, fill it out, you filthy animals. Do what Face Meat says. Real people, real outcomes, a global view of tobacco harm reduction. 164 testimonials doesn't exactly back up our claims that there are 80 million vapors worldwide. Because there are 80 million vapors worldwide, but there's only 164 testimonials here, and we need more testimonials. I say we, like I have any part in this. I don't. THR Global is not associated with GrimmGreen. It's associated with Kurt. I believe it's Kurt Yao. Hell of a guy, hell of an advocate. He's down there in South Africa, I believe. Stories matter. Stories matter. Still struggling with that dripping addiction? Yeah. I've been all about dripping for a while. Just all about it. You might have seen a headline like this going around. I'm gonna throw this out there before we get to this study. Have you seen this at all going around? Vaping causes lung and heart damage faster than cigarettes. Obviously this isn't true. Obviously it's hogwash times infinity. Vaping can't ever be as damaging to the human body as cigarettes, but this study that was done in Alberta, Canada, claims that vaping causes heart and lung damage faster than cigarettes. Faster than cigarettes. Before it was, well, we just don't know what's in them. It's the unknown, And then it was, well, it's nicotine. It's just as bad as cigarettes. You're still getting nicotine. You're just swapping one addiction for another. It's basically cigarettes. And now we've moved past that to, actually, you didn't know this, but vaping worse than cigarettes. Somehow, medical anomaly, worse somehow. Here's some important things to know about this particular study that was done at the University of Alberta, Canada. This was not done by any sort of serious researchers. That's number one. Number two, 20 people in this study. 20. That's number two. The third and the biggest red flag of all of this isn't science. This has not been peer-reviewed. This hasn't been looked over by anybody. This is just relying on student researchers who grabbed 20 of their friends, made them run around a track, and went, "Why are you so out of breath?" It's probably because of vaping. That's the gist of the study. Why are you so out of breath? I know you just ran 2 miles, but why are you so out of breath? It's probably because of vaping. All 20 of you vape? Conclusion. vaping causes lung and heart damage faster than cigarettes because we want it to. I don't know. They're looking for harms. They really, really, really want to find harms with vaping, which is sure, you have to do due diligence, right? I want to know what's in these, and I would like some science showing me what I'm inhaling because I'm the one inhaling it, and I'd like to know. But this is not science. This is 20 kids noticing that they were out of breath and then calling it science, and it's not a study. And it's not peer-reviewed. This is a wildly misleading headline, and the only purpose of this headline that I can think of is to protect cigarette sales. Any resistance to vaping is protecting cigarette sales by default. Hang on, let me go free the Canis. Smurfy. So, in closing, peer review matters. Without peer review, you got nothing. Without peer review, you have just an idea. You have a hypothesis. It would be like, it's like if I'm over here and I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing this amazing math problem, and I just figured out the answer to the universe. Just figured it out. Right now, I just figured it out. And then someone else goes, well, let me see your work. And you go, no. I figured that this is right. I know this is right. I don't need you looking over my work. Looking over your work is peer review. If you're a scientist and you go, I have this wild hypothesis and I'm going to do a bunch of tests and here's my conclusion, other scientists, as part of the scientific process, get to double check your work and go, what's with this questionable math right here? You guys seeing this questionable math right here? And then the researcher goes, oh shit, I guess that is some questionable math. My hypothesis isn't panning out. Garbage. Vaping causes lung and heart damage faster than cigarettes. The only way that they get away with headlines like that is because nobody knows shit about vaping. Nobody knows anything about vaping or nicotine or tobacco or the continuum of risk or anything like that. And because people are ignorant, other people can take advantage of that ignorance and convince them to continue smoking cigarettes. Water's a scam. Water's a scam. Get out of here. Okay, so this is going to be complicated. Does everybody remember the Wages and White Lion versus the Food and Drug Administration case? Let me get just so people know what we're talking about here. It's like you drag 10,000 images into your streaming software. No, surprised cat. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's just do guidance on enforcement. We'll just use the FDA logo. This isn't guidance on enforcement. This is the FDA still going through the Wages and White Lion case. I didn't know that this case was still going on. I thought this was open and shut. I assumed that the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the FDA and against Wages and White Lion. Isn't that what we all remember? I feel like that's what we all remember. Oh yeah, that's a Schmurfy back there. Schneeko's fast asleep in her crate. Fast asleep. So the timeline goes like this. FDA, whatever. Triton Distribution sues the FDA for remember the surprise switcheroo? What the Fifth Circuit called a wild goose chase? The idea that all these companies submitted PMTA applications, and then after the fact, the FDA went, oh man, there's all these rules you guys didn't know about. Changing the rules midstream. SCOTUS ruled that was fine. FDA didn't do that.
FDA didn't do a surprise switcheroo. FDA didn't send manufacturers on a wild goose chase. That's the part that got settled at the Supreme Court, but there's one component of the lawsuit that was not settled at the Supreme Court, and I didn't know this. Surprise switcheroo, yeah. Supreme Court votes 9-0 that FDA did not send applicants on a wild goose chase. They did not do any sort of surprise switcheroo. The thing that they didn't settle on, the marketing issue, did not get resolved. SCOTUS did not rule on the marketing plan component of the case. FDA required applicants at great cost to submit a marketing plan. This was part of the PMTA process. How are you going to market these products? FDA, after asking for the marketing plans, ignored the marketing plans completely. And so FDA is back in court, back in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, basically trying to determine if this marketing situation was just an error. FDA says this is just an error. It was just a mistake. We mistakenly didn't look at 6 million marketing applications. It was a mistake. It was an error. We asked for that from applicants, didn't even look at it. Didn't even look at that. Imagine your boss asking you for like a 30-page report on like upflow synergy, and you're like, well, you're burning the midnight oil and you're working days and nights, and you're like, oh, I finally got this report on upflowing upward synergy, and you hand it to your boss, and he's like, oh, thanks. Anyway, this is what else I want you to do. It's essentially what the FDA did. The FDA made companies spend a shit ton of money putting together marketing plans to submit with their PMTA application, and then the FDA didn't even look at it. Didn't even look. So, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals right now is basically trying to determine if the FDA ignoring the marketing plans was actually just a, oops, sorry, just a mistake, or if it was serious enough of a procedural mistake that Triton still deserves some sort of relief or compensation from the FDA. That's what they're trying to decide. If this was just a big oopsie by the FDA, oops, we forgot to look at 6 million marketing applications, or we deliberately ignored marketing applications that we asked for, what's going on? And additionally, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals is trying to decide if this big oopsie would have affected the outcome of the PMTA applications. SCOTUS. Yeah. How do you even, I don't know. It's like, how do you trust SCOTUS at this point? I'm beginning to think that Supreme Court nominations and appointments shouldn't be lifetime. Maybe that person shouldn't get to be a judge for their entire life. That's kind of where I stand on that. The power to make the law and rules on things you don't personally understand will never not be a wild practice to me, 1,000%. And, I've been, thankfully, one time in the Supreme Court watching the proceedings happening, and they're very, to give Supreme Court, to give SCOTUS some credit, they are very meticulous about things. They really want to, at least in the Wages and White Lion case, it seemed as though they were really trying to understand the core of the argument, the core of the lawsuit. Why do these companies feel slighted by FDA? What did FDA do to make these companies sue them into oblivion? We need to get to the bottom of this. They seem like they're really, engaged in really trying to get to the bottom of this. And then other times,
who's that one Supreme Court Justice? Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas, the entire hearing was leaning back in his chair. And I don't think that that's a very good look for the Supreme Court of the United States. Everybody else was kind of engaging and leaning forward on the desk and asking questions of the defense and asking clarifying questions. And the whole time, Clarence Thomas back there leaning way back in his chair with his arms crossed. Just doing this. Just doing this. And I thought, fuck you, man. Fuck you. You're on the Supreme Court. You should really be paying attention to this. I don't care how long you've been doing it. You don't lean back in your chair like that. Fuck you. At least feign interest in this thing that's going to either save millions of lives or put tens of thousands of people out of business. Supreme Court. So that's where we're at. I'm going to put a link in the description to this Courthouse News article that is, honestly, it's just a lot of legalese and like lawyer speak. I read through this at least a dozen times. I asked Google for clarifying questions about explain to me what X, Y, and Z means. Explain to me what comparative efficacy standard means. I have an idea of what it means. I have no real true grasp of what it means. So I'm going to put a link to this in the description if anybody is wanting to read it. And also in the description, I'm going to put a link to this thread that AVM did on Twitter, which is pretty great. It's just a commentary of the audio of this Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals versus, Wages and White Lion. I don't know if it's Wages and White Lion anymore. It might be Triton versus the FDA. On remand from SCOTUS, including our rough transcript of the session. You can listen to the whole thing. You can read this. Like, these are honestly pretty great, watching this judge dig into the FDA attorney Koppel here. I mean, these judges are not really accepting FDA's excuses. Oops. I know we asked for marketing material in the PMTAs, and we deliberately forced people to have marketing material in the PMTAs, but we didn't use that marketing material to make a decision on the PMTA. We didn't offer a public feedback period. We didn't even look at them. And the FDA is basically saying, we don't have to. We know what we're doing. We don't have to look at the marketing reports because we can just, gut reaction ban something if we feel it's not appropriate for the protection of public health. It's a damn thing. At this point, maybe I'm feeling a little bit too defeated, but at this point you're like, I've been mad at the FDA for 17 years. I've watched the FDA lie for 17 years. I've watched them destroy the industry that I love and was actively saving smokers' lives. I don't know, man. I guess you can't fight City Hall. I guess you can try as much as you want. You can't fight City Hall. Not everybody has millions of dollars to throw at a PMTA application just to get your liquid on the market. No one has millions and millions of dollars to throw at a potential lawsuit at the FDA when they inevitably deny your marketing order for various vague reasons. It's like, unless I can get Thomas Massey to turn his attention to the FDA, I don't know what we're going to do about the FDA. Ninja Berry, appreciate you subbing up. You know what? Silk Pump, Duke's Mayo. That is the answer. You know what it is? It's Duke's Mayo. I've been trying to think of a way. I've been trying to figure out how we could do some sort of really, really effective demonstration rally. We had one vape rally back in 2020, 6 years ago now, when Ivali was happening. And that was a huge turnout. And then the second rally, a year later, weak, pathetic, really sucky turnout during COVID, terrible. Everyone was wearing masks and nobody showed up. People didn't want to fly across country. It was sad. It was really, really, really sad. And I don't want that to be the last dying death rattle of the vape industry, is a very pathetic second rally where nothing was accomplished. Is that it? That's how we're going down? That's how we're going down? Fuck. That sucks, man. That sucks. The fact that they can just smile and lie to people just in the name of money has killed my spirit. Not just vaping, everything. We're so lost. Dude, that hits with me, VSR. That hits with me. And I'm not trying to bring the mood down, but it's coming to a point where I can't stop laughing at the lunacy, because if I don't laugh, what else do I have left? You know? What else do I have left? Oh, great. Yeah, let's start a fucking war. Let's wreck gas prices. Let's wreck the economy. Yeah, absolutely. Let's pardon people. Let's defend pedophiles. Absolutely. Love it. Here's the thing, Jason. Here's the thing, corporate Jason. I can't give up. I genuinely feel like America can still be great. I feel like we're kind of great right now. We're just lost, man. You know, really, we're just lost. We let people drink themselves into oblivion. You can smoke cigarettes anywhere. But if you want to do something positive, if you like, oh, maybe I'm going to try to eat some healthy food. Good luck. It's way more expensive. Oh, okay. Can I do anything to possibly improve my life on my own terms? You know, like quit smoking and use nicotine vaping so that I don't have to smoke cigarettes. I can't even do that on my own terms. There has to be a government involved in this. There has to be a Food and Drug Administration bureaucracy involved in this. There has to be special interests involved in this. There has to be lobbyists involved in this. There has to be tobacco taxes involved in this. I can't just quit smoking of my own accord. Not even that. Not even that. Like, what are we doing, dude? What are we doing? VSR, I feel the very, very same way. We can love our country and hate our government. And I do that. I do that. You know, I love our country. I love the people. I think we can do great things. And, you know, we used to do great things. We used to do things for moral reasons. You know, we used to do things just because we can. We put a man on the moon, you know. But sorry, everything else. You've died off to bed. Oh, good night, dysentery. I'll keep an eye out for your crackles. Anyway, I'll stop being so political. Oh my gosh, why are you being so political these days? I don't know. Fucking look around, dude. You might not care about politics, but politics absolutely cares about you. And it's going to politic all over your ass unless you do something about it. I mean, we've been seeing this happen with the vape industry for like a decade, dude. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Let's sing happy birthdays. You know what I do give a shit about? Birthdays. Here's a note I wrote down here. FDA basically said if you want authorization, you have to prove flavors are better than tobacco. The response that Triton has is basically, okay, if that's the rule, why didn't FDA tell anybody? Secret rules behind closed doors with no public comment period? Courts don't like that, FDA. Courts don't like that. I hate that it feels like the FDA, it feels like the FDA, the federal government, state and local governments, every business that I deal with, every corporation that I deal with, they're all just trying to scam you. Doesn't it feel like that? It feels like I'm constantly being gaslit and scammed at every turn. What's that? Oh, no, that's just $10 delivery fee. That's always been there. Huh, okay. I guess. Crazy. Yeah, JP Dooms, yeah. The Newsroom. That show still gives me a little bit of like, you know, let's go team, let's go type of thing. Yeah, The Newsroom, great, one of the greatest shows ever. 3 seasons of the best show that was ever on television ever. America's not the greatest country in the world. And then he goes on a big rant about we're 10th in education, we're 20th in infant mortality. We have more citizens incarcerated per capita than any other country in the world. We spend more on our military than the next 10 largest countries combined. Oh, yeah. Greatest country in the world. Love it. You know what I would love to do right now? Let's see. Did I miss anything from the notes? No. I can't believe I filled up this notepad almost all the way. Just notes. Just vlog notes. That's crazy. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's do something fun. Let's sing Happy Birthday. Newsroom. The Newsroom. For-profit prisons is legalized slavery? Well, listen, we're going off the rails here tonight. I agree. I think for-profit prisons is a crazy idea. For-profit prisons? A financial incentive to incarcerate Americans? What? How do we let that slip by? How do we let that? Yeah, dude, we are wildly, Steve-O. I agree with that. Into the ground. We're so wildly privileged in America that Americans can, with a straight face, go, I don't really follow politics. I don't really care. I don't really follow politics. It's like, whoa, what a nice life you must live that politics doesn't affect your daily life on a daily basis. I don't think people realize the amount of privilege it takes to go, oh, I don't really follow politics. It doesn't really affect me. Oh, well, that must be nice. Isn't that nice? Isn't that real nice? Birthdays. I got TJ, I got Lee, and I got Big Mood Giraffe. Rip! What up? Freaking yo, bro. Is there any other wedding anniversary? Dude, the Moose Dales? Can I say that? I'm saying that. But it's their... Is it Optimus Prime's birthday? Sir, is it Optimus Prime's birthday? I'm singing it anyway. I've always wanted to sing Happy Birthday to Optimus. Damn, Optimus Prime's birthday. Let's go. Happy Cybertronian birthday to you there, Optimus. Optimal Optimus. Tommy? Let's go, Tommy. Hell yeah. Willa Brown boy Tommy. Hell yeah. Let's sing Happy Birthday. I've been doing pretty good, Rip. You know? It's a crazy world, man, and we all got our struggles, and my problems are very small. I don't have a problem like I'm not having missiles dropped on me. You know? My problems are very small. I'm not carrying a dead relative on my back right now looking for water. My problems are very small. Very small. Let's sing Happy Birthday, you guys. Happy birthday to the birthday people. I hope you've had a great one. I hope you have a great one. Remember, your birthday is your day. You know? This is a rule. It's a federal law, I think. You can do whatever you want. It's like the purge on your birthday. True facts. I heard that. I read it on the internet. Let's all sing together before we get to... Oh, we got mail, liquids, and bands to do. What are we doing on time? So good. Cybertronian birthday. Drinking some oil over here. Hell yeah. Chase that oil with some Energon cubes. That's the life, Prime. That's the life. Please sing Happy Birthday with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wedding anniversary? Or is the divorce date a new celebration? To each their own. You know, most of the times, I don't want to speak about marriage and divorce. I've got no place to say anything about that shit. and a 1 and a 2 and a let's all sing happy birthday to the birthday people. Happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday. Really more specifically to them. Happy birthday, TJ Center. Also Lee, not the real Gerard Butler, Lee. Also Big Mood Giraffe. Also Willie Brown's boy, Tommy. And also Optimus Prime. And then lastly, it's the Moose Dales, but it's not their birthday, it's an anniversary. 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 Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. You know what to do. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. You know what to do. Skip around the room. Wait. There's more skipping to be had.
Skip around the fucking room. Skip around the fucking room. Skip around the fucking room. Skip around the fucking room.
Happy birthday, you freaking birthday people. Happy birthday, birthday people, and Orion Pax. That's right.
Skip around the fucking room.
Happy birthday, Orion Pax.
Skip around the fucking room.
I want to watch the Transformers movie immediately. The good Transformers movie with Orson Welles. Don't make me do my favorite line from that movie. Hell yeah. Happy birthday, you guys. Happy anniversary to the Moose Dales. What we're going to do right now is F the FDA.
F the FDA. F the FDA.
I have a very little slight bit of mail. A very little slight bit of mail. And we're going to open it. I think it's Chinese mail. I think it's Chinese mail. But we got to open it. Shout out to Ashton Palmer and the wee baby Seamoose for getting this beautiful Milwaukee Fastback into my hand. Powder coated by Ashton Palmer. Painted. I mean, look at that. That's so sick. I love this thing, man. Shout out to Ashton Palmer. Shout out to Ashton Palmer, Palmer's Powders. You're down for the original Transformers movie ASAP? Hell yeah, Tim. Hell yeah. This is not China mail. What? Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. You guys know about the nitrous pocket? You guys know about the nitrous pocket? Dude, wait till you see this. This is the coolest shit you'll see all year. Look at this mod. Look at this mod. How much do you want this? I saw these on Instagram and couldn't even comprehend how badly I wanted one of these. It's just, you know, I think this is Peak, actually. Doesn't that look like Peak? It's just plasticky and Peak. Single 18650. Clicky ass button display on the front. Looks like an old VHS tape. Dude. It's not Peak? It's not Peak? Sorry. Is it really not Peak? Okay. Well, it's a plasticky material. But hang on, there's more. I want to show you the other one. Nitrous Pocket. The VHS tape one is the one I really wanted. This one's a little bit, Supreme looking, you know? Nitrous black plastic, same single 18650 battery. It's like they're honeycombed. Whoops. They're honeycombed on the inside for some reason, just so you can see that and go, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's cool. Yeah, little single battery guy. It's just a little single battery nitrous box mod. I'm absolutely immediately going to thieve the VHS tape one, obviously. One of these will go into a boosh, but wait. Pow. It's basically a nitrous sub tank. There's a freebase version and a Saltnik version. Oh, there's two in here. Okay. So yeah, it's like the old yeah, dude. It's literally a sub tank. It's quite literally a sub tank with a non-removable coil. This doesn't open anyway, but there's a little fill port right there. Boom. 510 threaded. It's got a slightly adjustable airflow on the bottom. Nitrous pocket. All right. Hell yeah, nitrous pocket. Hell yeah. I'm stoked. I'm so stoked for this. I've been oogling this on the internet for weeks. Shout out to Coco Sarang. He hit me up on Instagram. Oh, there's doors. Oh, man. Oh, there's more doors. There's more doors. This is a genius idea. Honestly. These doors, too. They're a little more, nitrous. Shit, that's cool. Damn, that's cool. So stoked. So stoked, nitrous pocket. So stoked. A big part of me wants to just fill this up with liquid right now and vape it. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that just yet. Okay, this is another one that, look, I was wrong before. Could be China, but... Yeah, like the Go tank. Exactly. Yeah, the gem. I used to... Oh, dude, throwback, Joker. Yeah, the gem from Freemax. And I thought... Maybe I'm mistaken. But I thought Vaporgate had a refillable, like, disposable sub-tank type thing. What? It's more. It's more. He sent me 2 packages. What? 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 That's the sickest thing I've ever seen. That might be the sickest vape that's ever existed. That is bad ass. That is bad ass. Nitrous. And it's just a rad little pocket banger. Just a little. It's so tiny. I can't even tell you. Yeah, dude. I wish they were all turned to 11. How great would that be? Let's see. The gain's up to 11. Nothing else is cranked. Nothing else is cranked to 11. Let alls go to 11. Look, 11. 11. 11. Nitrous pocket. These are so badass. Here's the problem, though. These come from Indonesia. I mean, they're manufactured definitely in China, but hang on, there's one more. It doesn't look super exciting. It kind of just looks, yeah, it's just a very, there you go, very standard issue. Sort of standard issue nitrous. It looks peak. Even that is kind of like chill and unassuming, you know? Kind of chill and unassuming. Dude, I am so pumped for these nitrous pockets. So pumped. I think I'm only going to keep one of them, and then the rest are going to get booshed away, but it's hard to pass up. Like, look how much customization. Yeah, you can even get the Marshall cabinet heads for the brown guy. And oh, just standard normal ass black ass ones. Just normal. This is a genius idea. I mean, this is a cool ass little mod. Just a single battery banger, single 18650 powered by VRK batteries. I wonder if this comes with the batteries. No, it doesn't. Coco, you're a hell of a dude. That's awesome. I love this. I'm absolutely going to be setting that up as soon as I possibly can. Yeah, imagine if they had one that looked like a Game Boy. Ramstone, imagine that. I mean, the VHS, I think this is my favorite one. By a mile. That's so cool. Nitro Dynamics just made it look like a VHS tape, and that hits with me so hard. So hard. Should we just set this up? I'm going to open this tank. This tank comes with it. Let's just fill it up. Who gives a hell? You know? Wild card, baby. What do you want to do? Guava jelly? Marsberry? How about Marsberry? We're just going to put some summertimey Marsberry in here. Walkman? A Walkman would be amazing. The VHS tape is amazing. Like the recordable VHS tape. A Game Boy one would be so sick. Honestly, like a refrigerator? Yeah. Or Han Solo frozen in carbonite? That would be so rad. That would be so rad. Yeah, we're setting it up right now, Vate. I couldn't wait any longer. It's just a little, rubber fill port on the side. Filling it up with 3. It's a restricted airflow. Let that saturate a little bit. Let me get a battery in here. Are those kids playing outside? It's 18650, right? Yeah. Oops. Super minimal, simple LCD display. That's it. What's this going to max out at? I'm assuming 60, 80 watts maybe? Yeah, 80 watt max. I have such a sentimental special place in my heart for single 18650 little fist pack bangers like this. Completely love them. Love them. Okay, let's see what this is going to resistance into. What? That is so sick. I can't get over how much I like this. The Starship from Spaceballs. Yeah, that would be sick. SNES? Oh, dude, Sega or Atari? That would be amazing. Winnebago? That would be amazing. A Ghetto Blaster? Coco, I hope you're listening to these. In fact, Coco, let's do some GrimmGreen nitrous boxes, bro. That would be so sick. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to do this. It's a 0.5. So I'm going to try this just at a very modest 30 watts. I mean, that's amazing. That's great. The vape's great. It's restricted. Airflow pitch is maybe a little high. Yep, this should have been a 6 milligram, I think. This could have been a 6. Flavor's good. Airflow's good. I'm in love. I can't even handle how much I love this right now. It's just a little single battery guy. Plastic, single battery. It just looks cool and vapes good. Little bit whistly. The click, though, that click is out of hand. Oh, I turned it off. Nope. Oh, I'm in a menu. Hang on. Wattage. Yeah, okay. Okay. Perfect for a mouth to lung. Marky boy. Perfect for a mouth to lung. I should get my dead rabbit back out. We should put a dead rabbit on here. But it says a 0.45 at 30 watts. Surprisingly warm, surprisingly rich. Like it's a very dense feeling vape. Dude. This is, I mean, get this, a bottle of liquid, dude, you're vaping. Yeah, the sub-tank's probably not for everybody, but, you know, it's 510 threaded, so here, we can put this on here. Maybe not. Maybe we'll have to max out the wattage. And there's a little bit of overhang, you know? Yeah, I mean, that's definite overhang. I'm not even going to try to lie. That's like crazy overhang. But I don't think it's giving me the full 75 watts. But it's just 510 connection. You could put any little banger RDA on here. You could put any little banger mouth to lung RTA on here. I think I'm enjoying it with just the sub tank on here. It's such a rad, cheap little piece of kit. Pardon me. Here we go. 30 watts. Let's get back to it. Wholly enjoyable. Wholly enjoyable. Yeah, snub nose on it. Snub nose on it. I was thinking the Zoo 1 RDA would be sick. Oh, yeah, rip. You don't know about the Digiflavor torch? Yeah, dude. And the RTA vape's great. I wish it didn't have lights in it, but it did. I genuinely don't know what the nitrous pocket. Let's see if we can find some information about this. Little pricier, but not a hell of a lot pricier. Little pricier. Just a little, but not crazy, and not crazy. Not quite pod, but not crazy, and not like RDA, RTA pricing these days. With a 24 millimeter, yeah. Let me grab this recoil. Recoil's 24. You know, it's like the top of the device is not 24 millimeters. I feel like this would need a nitrous 22 on it. Here's a 24 millimeters. I'll show you the overhang. Pow. That's 24 millimeter overhang right there. Yes, that's definite overhang. That's not even undergrundle. That's a shadow. That's overhang. But I want to measure. Let me quickly caliper this sub tank just to see. If it's 22, then it's 22, and that's fine. $22. It might be 23 millimeters. 22.89 millimeters. So it is small, narrow. You need a little 22 millimeter bangy RDA RTA on it. Honestly, the sub tank is vaping great. Truly great. Damn. Well, that was a good mail. Boy, that was a good mail. What a good mail. I love a good mail. Well, now what we should do, I think, is it time? Is it time for shirts off in the pit? Is it time for shirts off? Let's hydrate. Let's hydrate. I know there's some hydrates. Brian's Tech, Paul, JP, Paul Cole, JP, Paul, other Paul, JP Dooms, Leo, Fishy, what is happening? Fishy, Leo, Marky Boy, oh, we're getting to those. Raw Hit, Marky Boy, Brian's Tech, Raw Hit. Is that you, Raw Hit? Raw Hit. And now it's time to hydrate with good old Chirpy. Let's say hello to Chirpy. Woo! Chirpy. Chirpy's thirsty. Chirpy's thirsty. Old Chirps McGurps. Yeah, dude. That's what we call her. Old Chirps McGurps. Let's, you know what I would like to do right now? If everyone could please take your shirts off, get in the pit. Don't wear a banana costume. Because asshole members of a hardcore band will tell people to beat you up because they're pussies. Anyway, let's do a very random liquid taste. Go. Did you guys hear about that? Some guy wore a banana suit, banana costume to a hardcore show, and the hardcore band was like, everybody beat that guy up. I'm like, whoa, that's so fucked up. That's not what hardcore is about. Full name is Chirpus Maximus. You will get smacked in a banana costume. Yeah, I guess that's the price you pay, but I mean, I've seen dudes in banana costumes at hardcore shows before. And it's kind of just hardcore shows are just kind of for fun like that and not necessarily like being an asshole to your fans, you know? Let's do a very random liquid tasting. New poll. Okay. I guess we got like one new fresh one tonight. And then Maybe it'll be a little more expensive oligarch mode this time tonight. There is a poll in the chat right now. And here's what we got up. Whew. Yes. Legion X, RY4, Caramelus. That's not caramel or caramel. I don't even know what to call that. Bourbon donut. The bourbon cream donut. The bourbon cream donut. Dark liquid in a clear bottle remains. You might be going to Tuesday, but it's Marsh cereal. You know, it's Marsh cereal. There's the first three. We got one more. It's Wick Liquor. It's Wick Liquor Irie Vibes. These are the selections of the night. Please vote accordingly. I'll even give you some voting music. Please vote now. Or forever don't vote. Hang on, I gotta wake this up real quick. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Ben. I think this might be Marsh Cereal's last chance. Who doesn't want to try a dark liquid in a clear bottle? Oh. Oh, Trevor, the Legion X Irish cream is to die for? Dang, I've honestly never had a good Irish cream flavor. I've had many Irish cream flavors, but not ever one that I wanted to bang on for more than like 3 toots. How we doing over here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? Someone put Marsh cereal over the top. Over the top by a lot. All right. Well, Marsh cereal, look at today is your day, buddy. Today it's happening. I can't believe it. It's happening. Let's get this done. Finally, Marsh cereal. Finally. I can't believe it's happening. I can't believe it. Focus. Thank you. Yeah, it's just going to perpetually focus on the screws. Not the coil. There you go. Okay. Marsh cereal is happening. I can't believe it. Wow. Dark liquids are dark. Okay, so this has the potential to be the worst experience that any of us have ever had. Hey! Actually, I mean, it tastes good. I just wanted to focus on the coils, you know? Ah. Look at the contrast here. It's not so much dark motor oil as it is red. Feels like this liquid's turning red. I didn't realize we were vaping the first e-liquid ever made tonight. That's kind of crazy. I think it's a 70-30. 3 milligram. I don't know. It's really old. It could be a 50-50. Oh, man. Did I hear a little bit of crackle happening there? No, I don't think you did. I love this setup. I think it looks so sick. Is the Recoil 3 on a Kennedy Vindicator? I don't know what it is about this setup that really does it for me. They vaped this during the war. Yeah, the first big war. We're talking about WW1 here. We're talking about the Kaiser, you know? Wasn't there a Kaiser involved in World War I? Am I wrong? All right, Marsh cereal. Off the knuckle, it tasted delicious, just so you know. Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's what I've heard. Cheers. Okay. I'm just going to hang out with this for a minute and I'll be right back. Okay. Here's the thing. You don't want to hear this. This is good. It's good. There's nothing weird about it. I was expecting the oldest liquid in the history of time from the turn of the century, the liquid that the World War I soldiers used. I expected it to be a little bit off, like a little bit peppery or a little bit wrong. It's not. It's just good. It's just good. It tastes like, guess, marshmallow cereal. It tastes like Lucky Charms without the lucky parts. It tastes like Lucky Charms without the charms. It's just marshmallows. It tastes like a marshmallow cereal. The wattage, single coil on a mech, probably not ideal. In fact, let's pop this over to a gen real quick, just for the sake of wattage purposes. Single coil on a mech, it's not the best. But a single coil on the gen, oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Might be a very, 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 very slightly throaty in like the most benign way possible. But it tastes like marshmallow cereal. It's not weird. It's not gross. It's not peppery in all. Hopefully there's diacetyl in here. Hopefully there's diacetyl in here. Maybe not. Maybe not. But it is marshmallowy, and you can almost like feel the crunchy texture. You know that when you bite into a Lucky Charms marshmallow? That sound? I can kind of get that from this liquid. Seriously, it's just good. It's just good. Nothing weird about it other than it is space. It's like space without the stars. It's just the darkest liquid in the history of time. The charms are the marshmallows? Okay. Minus the not marshmallows. Put it on the nitrous! Here's the thing. There's going to be overhang. Because it's a 24 millimeter bangy. And there's going to be overhang. I mean, I'll still run it. You can't stop me. Yeah, it's there's some overhang happening there. There's a little bit of overhang on 24 millimeter RDA. Let's try to turn this to like, I don't know, 50 watts. Probably be fine. Dude. Marsh cereal. Who knew that this was so good? Just sitting here the whole time. Not getting vaped. Just being a dark liquid in a clear bottle. It's kind of just good. It's kind of just good. I kind of want to send this to somebody so they can experience. I know I say that with a lot of liquids. This might go in the big box of bad, but only because it's good and I want people to try it, Check atomizer. I'll check your atomizer. It's just good. I don't know what else to say. It tastes like marshmallows from a marshmallow cereal, and there are no weird flavors. Not a lick of peppery, not a lick of anything. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be in love with this nitrous for the rest of my life. Get out of here. That's so good. Marsh cereal. It happened on a vlog, and I'm excited about that. Yeah, fornicate the authorities. Fornicate the authorities. Dude. Good. That's good. Why is that so good? It's so good. I'm going to take a real quick bio break. And we will be right back with plenty of time. We will be right back with, our favorite segment. Yeah, just a quick little Voop sesh. It's no big deal. These things happen. Sometimes in the middle of a stream, sometimes not. I'm just kidding. I didn't poop. No, I wasn't vooping. If I was vooping on stream, I would definitely tell you about it. Peace out, 33 Raps. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you. Happy vlog day. Oh, who just did that? I want names. Who the hell just... Oya. Thank you, Oya. Oya. Damn hell ass Oya. Oya. Hell yeah, Oya. Hey. Love you, Oya. Appreciate you, Oya. Now, what we can do is, unfortunately, we have to leave YouTube behind for right now, but I'll be back at the end, and we're going to say goodbye and say a lot of other nice things. And in the meantime, the rest of us, we're going to go on a little journey. And I can guarantee you that at least one of the songs that you'll hear tonight will be rad. Okay? One song that you hear tonight will be rad. I don't know what's not to love about Wheelchair Sports Camp. Other than it's not quite like I'm getting old. That's... Don't even...
I'm getting... Hey, I can feel it in my back. Even my line and pushing back. All snap, I'm getting
old. Okay. Damn good bands tonight. I mean, I'm getting old? That's an anthem. That's an anthem. That's the 2026 anthem. And you can't forget Wheelchair Sports Camp. Wheelchair Sports Camp. What is it about that I love so much? It's not necessarily like amazing music, but it's the whole like aura of it. She's just a little person in a wedding dress with like blood in her mouth, and she's singing about recycling as a scam, but she's still, I'm like, that's amazing. That hits with me so hard. That's so hard. I love it. Amazing. All right, you guys. Well, shit. This is a damn fun vlog tonight, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for making this a fun vlog. I can't believe that liquid tasting still. I can't believe these nitruses still. Dude. And we can always root against the FDA. At the end of the day, no matter what happens, wheelchair sports or getting old or Mars cereal, we can always bully the FDA. You're always allowed to bully the FDA. They're not, good at science. They're bad. Yeah, ooh, look at that. Look at that wing check. Sea Moose with the wing check. Listen. Let's wrap this up. That's the end of that. Let me do a quick look. Make sure I did not forget a thing.
We're good. We're hella good. We're hella good. I'm just going to be hanging out with my nitrous, my Marsh cereal. What a great vlog. Seriously, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming out. I look so forward to Thursdays. It's a little bit silly. Rip, really good to see you, Rip. Really damn hell ass good to see you. Good to see you, Ghost Nymph. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you. Keep being excellent. Be excellent to yourselves. Be excellent to each other. Vaping is going to save billions of lives, and flavors are going to help it. And I still generally believe it's just a matter of time before that fact takes over the world and nobody smokes cigarettes anymore. So I hope you had a good time tonight. Thank you for keeping the dream alive. Thank you for keeping hope alive. Thank you for keeping the cause alive. Appreciate you. Be excellent. Sleep well. I'll catch up with all my yo-yoys in the hangs. I'm gonna fire up that volcano and get to it. Let's just get to it and do it down. You know, do it up and do it down, as they say. Nobody says that. Nobody says that. Big love to you, Paul. Appreciate you. Compassionate cucumbers. Hell yeah. Bagpipes. Love to see you. Even corporate Jason. You know, even corporate Jason, especially Ben. Happy anniversary, Ben. Have a good one. Dirtle. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. We're going to say goodnight as we do with Yock. He believes he can fly. We can believe in ourselves. Absolutely. Even if we're getting old. Yeah. Even if you're getting old. Take it away, Yock. Good night, guys. I love you. Peace out. Bye.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky. Any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.